was still standing at the counter.
You are the counter.
Yes. I heard a loud sound. And someone fell. Because the lighting in the club was not very clear, it is a club setup where lighting is not very clear, it was blurry. I could not tell as at that moment who fell down. Then people started scampering. The people who were around there, they started scampering. That's the time I went down to find out who this person was and noticed it was Felix Orinda.
At that point, before then you noticed it was who it was, someone would ask why people were scampering, why didn't you scamper with them?
Of course, at that particular time, when people scampered, as a leader, when somebody falls down and you are a leader, it is my inherent responsibility to find out what happened to the person who fell down as a leader. And that's why I didn't run away.
Were you the only one who did not run away?
No, there were other people who didn't run away. So at that particular moment, having noticed that this was Felix and Felix is my friend, I called one of the revelers who was standing by. Yes.
You say somebody fell down, eh?
Yes.
So how far was that from
It wasn't far, we were close. But because we were many, I could not easily see who that person was because of the nature of the lighting in the club, which was blurry. Generally, if you enter any club, you cannot easily tell a person, and not unless he comes very close to you, to your face. Then, may I proceed? Thank you. Then at that particular point, I called one of the revelers who was standing next, just around us, to help me carry Felix to the hospital. We carried Felix with him, went outside. At the parking, we found a van, and I told them to assist me, put Felix in the van. We take him to Nairobi hospital. That is the time that Felix was in the hospital in ICU. After being removed, he was on and off again, doing other several surgeries. And the bill continued accumulating at Nairobi hospital to 23 million. Then, having noted that Felix was immobile and could not move, I decided to buy him a house at Kilimani, an apartment. With a value of around 17 million. Hired 2 nurses for Felix, 2 physiotherapists, one occupational therapist.
Just be a bit slow. We are not used to the medical world. Occupational
Occupational therapist, 1, then 2 physiotherapists and 2 nurses.
I swear by the Almighty God.
I swear by the Almighty God.
The evidence I shall give.
The evidence I shall give.
Before this court.
Before this court.
Touching the matter in question.
Touching the matter in question.
Shall be the truth.
Shall be the truth.
The whole truth.
The whole truth.
Nothing but the truth.
Nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. I'm Babu Owino, Polongili, Member of Parliament for Mpesa East constituency. Thank you very much, Your Honor. I'll start from my acquisition of a firearm. Sometime in 2019, around December, I successfully got a license for a firearm after an application. Then went further and procured one firearm, a pistol, Steyr, make or model Steyr.
That is what was marked as Exhibit 3. You know,
It was marked as?
Exhibit 3. It was produced actually as Exhibit 3. My apologies.
Then fast forward to 2020. On the 15th day of January 2020, on a Wednesday, I went to a shooting range at Ngong, which I was doing as I used to from the time I acquired the firearm. Then fired 5 rounds of ammunition as I was being trained on how to handle a firearm.
So when I indicated that on that day you actually fired 5 rounds of ammunition.
Yes.
How many rounds of ammunition did you have?
The Steyr pistol carries a total of 14 rounds of ammunition, Your Honor.
So how many rounds were there while you are now accessing the range? How many rounds?
There were 14 rounds of ammunition.
14 rounds.
Then I fired 5 rounds of ammunition. When I wanted to fire the 6th round, may I proceed? Okay, thank you. When I wanted to fire the 6th round, I realized that my firearm jammed. Then I left the range. It was in the afternoon. Proceeded home. The following day, my intention was to go and take the firearm to be checked, to be serviced, because it jammed to fire. And on the same day, and on the same day, I was to go and issue bursaries in Embakasi East constituency at Mihango Ward.
When you say the same day, which day are you talking about? On the 15th?
On Thursday, the following day. So the firearm jammed on Wednesday. Then the intention was to take it on Thursday after issuing bursaries at Embakasi East constituency.
That is the 16th day.
That is on the 16th day of January 2020, on a Thursday. So I carried my firearm on Thursday, on the 16th day, proceeded with it to Mihango in Embakasi East constituency, distributed bursaries successfully up to around 6 p.m. in the evening. So I had no time to take my firearm to be serviced, or rather to be checked why it jammed the day before, because it was already late. Then I moved from Mihango to Kileleshwa, a place called Viva Lounge, where I had scheduled for a meeting because The meeting with the person who was to service my firearm had failed because of time. So I scheduled for another meeting at the Viva Lounge. Then after Viva Lounge, I moved to Miale Lounge for another meeting. From Miale Lounge, some of my friends called me to join them at B Club, Kilimani, Galana Plaza. Then at around 11 p.m., I went to B Club. With my security.
Your security, what was the name of your security?
With my security, Mr. Edwin Gendi, and I also had other securities. At the entrance of B Club, we, that is Edwin Gendi and myself, proceeded straight to the armory of the club, because
just let's a bit look to the bottom. Where is this armory?
we proceeded to the armory of the club, which is just next to the entrance, and the same entrance is the exit of the club. So the armory is just outside the club, because one of the rules of the club is that you cannot access the joint while armed, or rather with any weapon or a firearm included. So upon reaching the office, I found a security officer of the club called Charles, who was handling my firearm, and previously he had also handled my firearm sometime in December. When I went to the club, then proceeded with the same security, Edwin Gendi, to the armory. Then Charles, the security officer in charge of armory at the B Club, told me to proceed direct to the club after I had left my firearm with him and the license. They were together with Edwin. So I proceeded direct and went inside the club. I went and sat at the VIP section of the club. There are different sections of the club. So the club honored me as one of the VIP, because I've been a frequent regular visitor at the club. Then Edwin brought me my license after a few minutes. Proceeded with my meeting. We were with...
This time that you gotten into the club, it's around what time?
It's around 11:10, because I took a short time in the office. Yeah, I can't remember it well, but...
Around 11.
Yeah. So we were with friends, we were talking, discussing issues. Then at around 5 a.m. in the morning, the following day, which was on the 17th day of January 2020, on a Friday, I called my securities and told them to go home, because that same day,
you are still within the same vicinity?
At the VIP section inside B Club. Called my securities, told them to leave because it was late. The same day I was going to commission classrooms that had constructed at Maua Primary School in Embakasi East. From there I moved straight to the back counter, where some friends joined me. Felix Orinda also came. He came and said hi. Then at around 7, I had a loud sound.
At around 7
a.m. in the morning.
7 a.m. in the morning. At that point, where were you?
I was still standing at the counter.
You were at the counter.
Yes. I had a loud sound. And someone fell. Because the lighting in the club was not very clear, it is a club setup where lighting is not very clear, it was blurry. I could not tell as at that moment who fell down. When people started scampering, the people who were around there, they started scampering. That's the time I went down to find out who this person was, and noticed it was Felix Orinda.
At that point, before then you noticed it was who it was, someone would ask, why were people were scampering, why didn't you scamper with them?
Of course, at that particular time, when people scampered, as a leader, when somebody falls down and you're a leader, it is my inherent responsibility to find out what happened to the person who fell down as a leader. And that's why I didn't run away.
Were you the only one who did not run away?
No, there were other people who didn't run away. So at that particular moment, having noticed that this was Felix, and Felix is my friend, I called one of the revelers who was standing by.
Just for clarity,
Yes.
you say somebody fell down, eh?
Yes.
So how far was that from the place you were?
It wasn't far, we were close. But because we were many, I could not easily see who that person was because of the nature of the lighting in the club, which was blurry. Generally, if you enter any club, you cannot easily tell a person, and not unless he comes very close to you, to your face. Then, may I proceed? Thank you. Then at that particular point, I called one of the revelers who was standing next, just around us, to help me carry Felix to the hospital. We carried Felix with him, went outside. At the parking, we found a van, and I told them to assist me, put Felix in the van. We take him to Nairobi hospital. That is the time that Felix was in the hospital in ICU. After being removed, he was on and off again, doing other several surgeries. And the bill continued accumulating at Nairobi hospital to 23 million. Then, having noted that Felix was immobile and could not move, I decided to buy him a house at Kilimani, an apartment. with a value of around 17 million. Hired 2 nurses for Felix, 2 physiotherapists, 1 occupational therapist.
Just be a bit slow. We are not used to the medical world. Occupational?
Occupational therapists,
Yes.
1, then 2 physiotherapists and 2 nurses, which up to date I'm paying a total of 300,000 per month. You do that for 37 months so far from the time.
Just slow. So you are paying 300 per month.
Per month.
Just that aspect of physiotherapy.
2 nurses,
Yes.
2 physiotherapists, 1 occupational therapist, a total of 300,000 per month, and I've done this for 37 months so far up to date, which brings a total of 11.1 million. His 0.1 million.
And that is still going on? Or
It's still going on.
Does it still need that?
Still going on.
Yes.
His upkeep, which is 70,000 per month that I send in, that he uses to pay his bills and purchase of food, together with medicine and other consumables, which is 80,000 per month. So the two, 70 plus 80,000 is 150,000, which I've paid up to date for 37 months, totaling to 5.5 million.
That particular need, is it still going to be, is it continuous?
It is continuous.
It is still something that he needs.
Yeah, it's something he needs, and I may stop it once he is in a better condition and is back on his feet. Then there's the last surgery that we did, Your Honor, that costed 2 million, that made him now to speak as we are talking. Felix is speaking the way we are speaking. Surgery was done at Nairobi Hospital, and the total amount of money that I've used so far is 58.6 million, Your Honor. I still have other dreams. 58.6 million.
I believe that is exclusive of even this month. That is for the 37 months.
Yeah. Your Honor, I'm still planning to buy him a motor vehicle for his mobility, to set up a DJ's academy for him, so that at least now that I left the life of the club, he can also successfully live the life of a club and earn a decent living. Further to that, Your Honor, I'm planning to take him to India for further treatment.
And that's all I can state.
And
I hope you do not mind me referring to you as Babu, as you are referred to by your counsel, Mr. Koch.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, you confirmed that this firearm produced as exhibit number 3. This is your firearm.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you also confirmed that this is the firearm you went with to Bikram
Yes, Your Honor.
on that date of the 17th January 2020.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you also confirmed that that firearm had a cartridge,
Yes, Your Honor.
exhibit number 4.
Yes, Your Honor.
You can confirm this cartridge, magazine,
Yes, Your Honor.
and the magazine was not empty when you went to Bikram.
Yes, Your Honor.
It had bullets.
Yes, Your Honor.
And from your testimony, you told us the magazine can hold how many bullets? 15.
14, Your Honor.
14. But you had fired 5 at a shooting range.
Yes, Your Honor.
So it had a 9.
Yes, Your Honor.
I also want you to confirm that you do not need to have 14 bullets in this magazine to use it. You can load it even with 1 magazine.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you will not know whether you had loaded it with 9 magazines by the time you went to pick up. 9 bullets.
I loaded with 14. I used 5.
When you went to pick up, you cannot know whether it had 9 bullets.
It had 9 because we confirmed with the armory, the security officer at the armory.
You do not have any document in court from the Big Club Armory showing the number of bullets that were in that magazine. That is a position?
I don't have, but it will be produced, Your Honor.
And confirm that you do not have a witness from the shooting range at Ngong who will come and say that you shot 5 bullets the previous day before this incident. You do not have such a witness.
I didn't have him, but there's a witness who can confirm.
You don't have that witness. You also do not have a witness who will come to court and say you had procured his services to unjam the firearm that you said was jammed.
Not today, but it is existing.
But you will not be calling him as a witness.
No.
So we do not know that, we do not have any evidence in court that that firearm, by the time you are going to B Club, was jammed. We do not have that evidence.
There is evidence produced by your prosecution witness when he said that he found a cartridge inside the firearm, Your Honor, the IO.
What that cartridge? MFI 7. The one cartridge which was said to have been found lodged inside the pistol. Confirm that you do not have anyone in court to come and tell the court that before the incident at B Club, there was a cartridge lodged inside that pistol. It's only your testimony.
It is my testimony and also the prosecution witness testimony, IO.
The witnesses of the prosecution took the firearm after the incident. That is when they found the cartridge.
They found the firearm in the car.
And this is the car that you used to take DJ Evolve to hospital?
Yes, when I was given the firearm, I went to the hospital. When I was when we took DJ into the hospital, I left the firearm at the glove box in the car. And that is where the prosecution witness said they found it, in the car.
Now, let me take you to Big Club and the hours between 11 and 7.
Yes, Your Honor.
You confirm it's a public place,
It's a public place, Your Honor.
where there is drinking of alcohol, there is shisha, there are people dancing. Confirm
Yes,
that?
yes, Your Honor, it's a club.
And you confirm that you went with the firearm to a club, a public place.
Not inside the club. I deposited it at the armory, Your Honor.
Now, you have told the court what the prosecution has not proven, but you have not told us what you are doing between the hours of 11 and 7 a.m. You have not told us what you are drinking, whether you are smoking shisha or whether you are dancing. Confirm that?
Your Honor, at the club,
You have not told us what
I
you
said
are
I said I was called by my friends and we were talking with my friends. And it is a public place which is legal to go there. It's a legal place.
And from your testimony, you said you were at the bar and Felix fell. You saw somebody falling.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you felt it your duty to find out who this is.
Yes, Your Honor.
I put it to you, the reason you decided to look who this is because you knew you had shot him.
No, Your Honor. I did that in the capacity of a leader because people were scampering around, and as a leader, one of the sole responsibility, leadership is about others, Your Honor. The main reason why I'm a leader is for others, to help others. And that is why I decided not to scamper like the other revelers in the club.
And I want to show the court why the state believes you are the one who shot him. I'm referring you to DMFI 3 and DMFI 9. That is the letter written by the victim's lawyer and the deed of agreement. You have told this court that you have spent over 50 million. DMFI 3 and DMFI 9. You have told the court that you have spent over 50 million.
Yes, Your
on
Honor.
the victim in this matter.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I put it to you, those are the actions of a guilty mind.
No, Your Honor. Those are actions of a responsible leader, person who wants the best for his friend. And that is why I took charge, because Felix was not in a position, neither him nor his family was not in a position to take care of the medical bills. He's been my friend from 2015 to date, and as a leader, Your Honor, I help many people. It is not just Felix alone that I've helped. I've helped thousands and thousands of people. Today, if we bring them to court to testify in respect to that, Your Honor, I think will take like 2 years at least for all the witnesses to finish their testimonies. So it was an action as a leader that I was taking, and as a friend of Felix, and he's not the only person that I've helped. I help people. I help people in my constituency. I help people in Kenya. I help them pay their bills. I help them matters education. That's my responsibility. And in addition, the reason why I do that, Your Honor, when I was in Nyalenda slums, Your Honor, before leaving the slums, I used to pray every day, which I still do, and ask God to leave me, to get me out of the slums. And on the day that He gets me out, I will never cease helping His people. Therefore, Your Honor, I have an agreement with God to help, and I will continue helping.
Mr. Babu, I want you to limit your answers to my questions, not to give political speeches. Just limit yourself to my questions. Now, DMFI, the reason why I'm saying that you're the one who shot him, DMFI 9 is you binding to yourself to take care of his needs. DMFI 9, paragraph 3.1 says you are taking care of him pursuant to a shooting incident. Confirm? 3.1.
They're saying there was a shooting incident.
So
incident.
The agreement is pursuant to a shooting.
No, Your Honor. No, Your Honor. Because I started taking care of Felix even before we made this agreement. I started paying the bills before even we came to this agreement. And this document was pushed by the office of the DPP because they are the ones who say that we have to make an agreement for the case to be withdrawn, the first charge, Your Honor.
The agreement does not say that you are making the agreement as his friend. It is pursuant to a shooting incident. Confirm that.
Because it is a narrative that was pushed by the DPP, Your Honor. Remember, even after we made this agreement, the DPP still refused to withdraw the case. A document by themselves said that they wanted to rely on for the withdrawal of the case. Until yourself, Honorable Honor, you found it deemed